Look, man, I got a quick ass little rant. Like, all y'all folks that aspire to be like someone that you look up to, I'm gonna be honest with you. Stop copying us. Like, look, there is and wanting to be like somebody and then completely copying everything that they do. Look, that gives me the ick. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay? Like, if you're sitting there doing everything that I do and you're just not, like making stuff up on your own, I get the ick from it. Like, it does something with my natural animal instincts. I'm like, wait, something's copying me. Why are you copying me? You know? And I get it. Like, I myself, like, the other day, I had some locksmiths come by and they broke into my truck real quick. Boom, boom, whoop de whoop. I sat there and I watched everything that they did. And I was like, okay. And I figured out how to do it myself. Boom, boom, whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling, I could tell that they were uncomfortable that I was sitting there staring over their shoulders. You know why? Because it feels like you're being replaced. It's weird. It's weird activity. I don't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to want to be like me and to want to, like, I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate it. But if you aspire to want to be like someone, you should study them. And yes, you should be better than them, or you should aspire to be better than them. Right. But, like, I don't know, man. I just, like, I want you to do what I do, but not exactly how I do it. Because, like, let me take some responsibility and say that I don't do everything the right way. I do everything in the way that I'm comfortable with, the way that I want to do it. Because anything that I'm doing, I'm interested in doing. I'm only specifically doing this because I wanted to do it. That is the whole purpose of living. If you're doing something that you don't want to do, then why are you doing it? There's no reason for you to do it. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to put your full effort into it. And what's the point of you even wasting that time? Because this physical time that you have here, it's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have many things. You have at least a purpose that you were placed on in this physical time zone. You have a purpose that you need to accomplish. First off, that's straight up. Like, like, you don't know what your purpose is, or maybe you have been told what your purpose is, but we all know we have a purpose for why we're here. We serve that purpose, and then, like, start experimenting or something like that. But me, I love when people look up to me, but at the same time, it just gives me the ick if you are, like, copying everything that I do. Because, what I do is literally just for me. That's it. All right. Just for me. Like, just for my comfort. Like, like, a lot of you that really will get to know me will understand that I don't do anything if I don't feel like doing it, because, like, if you're not putting, well, if I'm not putting, this is me speaking to myself, if I'm not putting my whole heart into it, then I'm wasting, the value. There's no value in the action that is being completed. Everything has a value. Nothing really truly has a actual price. The value is this worth my time? It does. Money, we all, like, I understand, and I hope that all of you understand that, is it worth your money? It doesn't really equate to anything, because like, your money, unless your money specifically has a value to it, which is, hey, I make this amount of money per an hour. So this is, now you're giving your time a specific money value, but you understand that, you know, money fluctuates. Time does not fluctuate. It's constant. It's a standard. It doesn't move. It it continues to move at the exact same pace that it was moving already. We know that. You can't take it back. You can't take it forward. You can only take it for as it is right now, second by second, millisecond by millisecond, nanosecond by nanosecond. If you could think that fast, you know what I'm saying? That is all you can do. You could take time for what it is, and it's right now, and it's right now, and it's right now. And you see what I'm saying? This is like, yes, you could try to plan in the future, but you know, we understand that time has its own space. You know, it's moving at how it wants to move. So you can't give time a money, like uh, a price. You can't give it a price. You could give it a value, and the value is, you know, is it worth your time? Like, and that is per action. You know, like, do I want to sleep for 8 hours? That sounds like something that's worth my time. I got 8 hours to give up to sleep, or I got 2 hours to give up to sleep. I even got 30 minutes to give up to sleep. That is worth the time. You know, you wake up in that 30 minutes, and now whatever action you're about to complete, like you're going to go to work, is that worth your time? Well, you know, in the future, you're going to need some stuff paid for, whatnot, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, evaluate your time, but at the same time, don't be spending your time copying everything that I do, is what I'm really getting to. Okay? Like, um, yeah, like I've had several people that, you know, like they look up to me, and I appreciate you for looking up to me, because I do. I try my hardest. I try my hardest at what I want to do, you know, and I have a pattern that I know about myself that you probably have noticed too. And that is, if my heart ain't in it, I'm jumping out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aborting it. Like, you know, I'm not gonna waste any further time in doing something that my heart's not into, because, like, first off, I feel like I don't have God's will on my back and on my shoulders when I'm acting out of what I want to do, because normally He aligns with me and puts me in paths of enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I even run into a path full of thorns, which, I mean, is really no issue when I run into a path full of thorns. I don't mind. That eye is just kind of, you know, looking at what it wants to look at. Don't worry about it. I got it under control. They all do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking everywhere. You know, I got this eye, he checking over here, this eye be checking over there. Don't worry too much about the eye motions, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, even like, you know, like I still even go through thorny patches. It is what it is. But like, what God has shown me is, even as I'm going through, like, you know, these thorny patches, there's always some beauty to look at in the situation. Always. Every it's and you don't have to look hard. You just have to look. You get, well, okay, you have to know where to look. You know, you have to know where to look to see the beauty in all the situations. But You know, like every hard situation leads you to an oasis. You know, every desert has an oasis. You just got to know where to find it at. That's it. Um, thank y'all for tuning in to my mini little TED talk about, um, yeah, you know, like copying your mentor. Just like I'm not saying it's the idea of you looking up to me is you want to be better than me. I get it. At the same time, just because I'm doing something doesn't mean it's the right thing, you know? And I don't judge you for what you do, but like I am just a focal point of your learning. You know what I'm saying? So don't take everything that I've done as right, but take everything that I'm doing as in the right direction. You know, I'm led by God. Like I am led by my creator. That's 100% the higher power that is around here. I'm 100% led by him. Like, I don't know how to tell you. Like, you know, we have a connection. I talk, we chat. Like, you know, I understand. And I feel like, you know, we got to understand it, you know, connection. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and happiness to you. Bang.